I returned my lizard to the pet store today because he wouldn't stop telling dad jokes. That's not a lizard, said the pet store clerk. That's a stand-up chameleon. Also, I have a question. Do you wear a fanny pack above the gut or underneath it? I'm asking because I just don't want to look like a dork, right? Welcome to Shave&Butcher for another shave. Today is going to be good, I think. I'll be shaving with number 1 from Zingari Man. And I have the recovery splash, the matching one from Steve Mandel. Thank you so much, Steve. Really appreciate it. Steve also got me the balm. So it's going to be complete. It's going to be miraculously good. The razor, not too bad either. This is 15/16 Damascus steel, quarter hollow, straight razor, made by Drew Dick, handmade in England. Take a look at that monkey tail, pretty cool. So a large razor. Scales are pretty cool as well. This is stabilized burl maple. This is one of the first Damascus steel razors that Drew made, and he says he's doing much better now. Now, how is that possible, you ask? My answer is, I don't know. I'm shaving with that. Brush of today is, and it's been soaking, Paladin 28mm Winston 2-band Badger. And off we go, off to the races. My pre-shave routine as usual is to get cleaned properly. Even took a shower today with a cleansing soap. Today was from Grönlycka. Can't remember what it's called. And not the Brock and Detox, another one. And then I put a bit of aftershave lotion onto the face for 10-15 minutes usually, typically while I shave my head. And that lets the skin soften and get conditioned for all the nastiness that the blade's going to put it through. Okay, so I had Zingari Man yesterday and I overloaded dramatically. Let's see how we did today. I've got quite a bit of water into the brush. Not by design, just by poor concentration. So we're going to need the water in there eventually anyway, so that should be okay. But you can apply it quite dry if you want to. So let's see if we have enough soap. It's a little bit hard to tell if you drown the brush, really. So the scent on this thing is absolutely fantastic. Heather is cooperating with Byron perfume makers out of Paris. Bit of hair there. And this is just stellar. Such a beautiful container as well. Yeah, this will be fine. This will be just good. So I hope you're having a good weekend. This is Sunday morning over in Sweden. It's a bit overcast, but it's nice and warm. It's a beautiful day. And that's good because we're having ceremonies today, spreading the ashes of my late father-in-law. So a bit of a gathering on the beach and then out by boat and do the thing, and should be good. But it certainly helps if the weather is okay. It doesn't have to be super sunny and hot, but if it's raining, it's a bit of a drag. But it's supposed to be nice. So let's hope so. Okay, where's the Drew Dick? This has been for a touch-up with Niklas Gudmundsson, so let's see. Quite the smile on the blade, which I'm not all that used to, so it requires a little bit of concentration. Don't know if there's really any advantage from a shaving point of view to have a smile, but it looks cool. Yeah, feels great. Oh shit! Oh, I cut myself pretty badly too. Jesus, it's gonna say something. Oh, how silly. That's really, let's see how bad that is from a blood point of view. That could bleed for a while because the lip is pretty horrible. So I was talking as I was, oh, how dumb. It's sharp though, good job Niklas. Now, the amount of cuts you get on camera while speaking compared to off camera, not speaking, that ratio is going to be pretty big. Just making excuses. Okay, maybe not too horrible, we'll see. But a cut, you know, some way in there. Okay, fingers crossed it's gonna be okay. I'm sorry about that, I apologize. Really dumb. What was I saying about a smiling blade? I don't think it was that though. It's just when you move over the lip and then you start talking, you move the lip, chances are you're gonna cut it. Ah, the scent of this soap. And the razor. It's always a joy to shave with the razor once it's the first time after it's been honed. It's just terrific. I don't get my razors honed very often because I do have quite a few, so it takes time before they need a touch-up, right? Okay, let's see. Not too much blood there, is there? I want to try and use the whole blade. So you could argue that the smile helps with concave areas like this. In theory, it requires a bit of practice, and I haven't shaved all that much with this one. I need to bring it out more, and I will. It's a looker, isn't it? Very nice. And it's a quarter hollow, so it's not a wedge, but it certainly has a pretty different grind to a full hollow razor, and it has a different feel when you shave with it as well. Now, a real wedge gives you very little feedback in terms of audio. It doesn't sing much. This doesn't sing either. And I'm not going to say it's flexible still, because it's pretty thick anyway. But it's more, what's the word? There is some flex in a full hollow razor, and you can detect the difference. This is you know, you have to pay perhaps a little bit more attention with the non a hollow razor. Okay, watch the ear. Can you tell I'm going slower after my cut? It's not even bleeding. Good. Trying to use a bit of the back of the razor. Such a good edge, good job. Alum. Such a good job by Drew, such a good job by Nicholas. Yeah, you can tell it's more silent, can't you? Really nice, very, very good edge on that. It's really the only smiling blade I have. I have the odd Sheffield wedge with a little bit of a smile, like a Shave&Butcher or two. But this one is really smiley, and it's you should think it through and use it properly. Very nice. And I am using more of the blade now. I'm focusing on that. Doing a bit of buffing, going slightly different angles. Because I know I have to in this area, and that's pretty good. Pretty good. Fix the fingers. And here we go. It's warm. It's warm, so the sweat's breaking through the leather. Okay, cool. That's actually very good. It's fun to shave with razors where you have to concentrate a bit. It's like DE's or my Rolls razor. They're different, so they require a bit more concentration than your ordinary straight razor, where you need to concentrate with that as well. But I'm so used to them that it's rather automatic. Here we go. I'm glad that cut wasn't any worse. So yeah, it'll be good honoring Jan, my father-in-law, today. I don't think we're doing speeches or anything like that, but we'll remember him, and we'll be on the beach where he spent his summers from, well, the 1950s, every single summer. Which is now our beach. We don't own it, but we live close to it, and it's just something special. It's like there is a road in there for rescue vehicles and stuff, and there's a sign saying, or actually if you pass through to the marina, so there's a sign saying only, I don't know what the word is. It's not permission, but something like only cars that belong here can pass or park, something like that. So you're not allowed to drive in, although you can, and you're certainly not allowed to park. He always drove his car in and parked because, you know, he belongs there. He's been there since the 50s. It's just he couldn't care less. And he honestly thought this. It's not just a shortcut. He was like, yeah, we've been here forever. He's a pretty cool guy. So it's gonna be special, and we're doing cake and cookies on the beach and coffee, you know, for a while. That's why I want the weather to be pretty nice. So it'll be emotional for sure. Okay, rinsing down here. Yeah, really good shave. Bit of a cold rinse as well, and that's just brilliant. And this soap and the scent of this soap. Okay, so recovery splash. Which one is it? No, that's the balm. I got it all wet. Here's the recovery splash. Zingari Man, #1. So I used a recovery splash from Heather for the first time yesterday. And it was really nice. Oh, such a good smell. Shaved my head before, so I'm putting it on the head as well. Oh, fantastic. So it's alcohol free, and Heather describes it as, if you will, a liquid balm. So I asked her, is it sort of between a traditional splash and a balm? And she said, yeah, sort of, more like a liquid balm. But we're not content with that, because we always put a proper balm on, and this is also from Steve. First pump on this, see if anything comes out of it. Oh, there you go. Oops. 3 will do. Oh, how nice is that? Very nice. Cool. Thanks again, Stephen. And thank you, Heather, for making such wonderful products. It's going to be a good day for me. I hope you have a good Sunday as well, if you're watching this on a Sunday. Otherwise, have a good whatever day it is. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. And guys and girls, stay sharp.